Hi.
Hey guys, in my chat room. This is Matt. Cohan is your last name? I hope I get it right.
Yep.
He created the game Paranormal, which is giving us a little trouble tonight.
Yeah, it does that a lot. It's the side effect of still being in development. It's kind of broken sometimes.
That's okay. We can forgive you. But thank you for joining us. I'm a real big fan of your game. I actually have played it in stream quite a few times.
Thank you.
So I know the fans will probably have 1,000 questions for you, or they can just be going on about their dual monitors. Okay, so what made you want to make a game about the paranormal?
Well, I saw the movie Paranormal Activity, the horror movie, and I
It's
then after seeing
Friday,
it,
July
I fell in
1st,
love with it. A
2011.
lot of people don't like the style, but I
Hello,
love it.
my name is
I went
Matteo
on
Clark.
Google and I searched games
I'm
like
an
Paranormal
artist,
Activity and
and
nothing
I've
came
come to
up.
believe that my...
So I decided, okay, if no one else is going to do it, I might as well give it a shot. So I did.
Now, one of the things I want to ask about, what made you want to make the character an artist with the dolls around?
It started off as me seeing what I could do on my own as far as like 3D modeling goes, and I realized I can make a pretty simple doll. I have one of them like on my desk. That's what led me to want to make them for the game. But then I thought, use, how can I excuse having this doll? And then I realized maybe he could be an artist, and I just built everything around that. I made his house look weird like a studio.
They're all saying hi to you.
Oh, hi. Hi, everyone.
Now, because you said you have one of these dolls, after making this game, have you ever actually just kind of looked at yours and wondered, has it kind of freaked you out at night?
So, back a few months back, uh, I would, go to sleep and then I'd wake up and I had noticed the doll was in a different spot on my desk. And it turns out my brother was just being a jerk, trying to freak me out, and it worked because I talked to him about it and he played dumb about the whole thing and said, "Wow, he must be haunted," until I eventually got him to admit he did it.
Now, this game has come a long way since the first part of it. I remember seeing when it first came out on Steam that it actually had three different tapes that you could watch. The park, I believe, the first one, which is the house, and I can't remember what the second one is. I'm sorry.
One of them was just what you saw in the main menu. If you like leave it long enough, it'll go to that security camera view of the kitchen. That's one of them. The other is what you're playing right now, and the third is the town, which is not finished yet. Uh, it is the upcoming free expansion pack to Paranormal, but I made the decision to remake the game in Unreal Engine 4, which is still in development, and I'll also be remaking the town in Unreal Engine 4.
Oh, sweet. I do love the way you made this, but Unreal Engine is so temperamental. Trying to
It
get it to
is.
work.
It is. Unreal Engine 4 so far has been much more stable and so much prettier. Gives me so many more options to scare people.
Now, when you finish Paranormal, if it's not a continuously going project, do you have any ideas what the next one you're going to work on is going to be?
I would love to make an RPG, but I am up for almost anything.
Seems like they like the fact that you're going to be using Unreal Engine 4.
I do too. I fell in love with it the second I started using it. I would figure out, oh, this is how they do it in this. If that's similar, how do they did it before? But everything is just so much better. I am so incredibly excited for the new one because you can go outside and there's a day and night cycle. You can play during the day and during the night. And, there's going to be so much stuff to do.
I think we might have found one of your glitches. You should see it in a few seconds. It looks like there's rain coming down on the garage door.
So if you look at the garage door at a weird angle, there's random rain behind it because Unreal Engine glitches that I can't figure out how to fix with transparency. Because it's like the windows are supposed to be transparent, but for some reason, Unreal Engine 3 says, "Hey, guess what? It's all transparent for now."
Now I want to ask. You guys might know what this. What is the fire in the side?
Oh, that's he does a lot of metal work also for some of his art, and the furnace is he uses that to mess with the metal.
Oh, okay. Because I've been ever since started playing the game. I'm like, are we in hell or something?
That is a good question. I wouldn't put it past me to use that as an excuse, but I'm gonna go with the metalworking thing for now.
Now, this might be a spoiler for those that haven't played the game, which everyone go buy the game. Did the spirits kill his dog?
Yes.
Battery's low.
Yes, it's implied. It's not
You
like
always
straight up
charge it
said,
by
but
my
it's
bed
kind of
when I'm sleeping
implied.
tonight.
And the dog that's like on the grave, if you look at the grave in the backyard, the picture of the dog that's on there is a picture of my dog Corey, and the picture for like the trading card or Steam trading card or whatever it is a picture of my dog Corey. And my family keeps asking me, why did you make the first person your ghost kills off our dog? And I refuse to admit that I killed off my dog. I immortalized him.
It is a little dark. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
is it is incredibly dark, but I love that dog to death. Oh, that's not to death. Oh, well,
Good choice of words there.
I love that dog to life.
See, there you go, to life. Now, what is with the painting by the steps? That freaks me out so much, with the skull and everything.
Oh, I thought it was really cool, so I just put it there.
And the two Michael Jackson pictures?
Well, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, and I've made it my mission that one of my things I'm going to do in every game I make is to have little Michael Jackson Easter eggs.
See, that's neat. And we've got the banging knife thing. Alright, so the dream, which I don't know if we'll be able to get to in this game, because it's random, it seems. What is with the dream part?
So, that was... You've experienced that part yet?
Not in this run, but we have in a couple of other runs.
Awesome. So, that was a lot of fun to design. That was originally my testing room for like screen shaders and stuff. Because, you know, when you're there, the screen is so wonky, it makes you want to just put your head under a pillow and try not to puke. But that was my originally just a testing ground. But then I realized, what if I made like a kind of rare thing that could happen? And I just played with that idea, and then it turned out the way it did.
Now, alright, so we're in the bathroom right now, and I have to ask, what is with the plant part of the bathroom? Is that something like you actually have in your house, or?
He's he really really likes his Aztec bricks, kind of that kind of aesthetic. He's got let's assume they're real plants. I don't know, they could be fake. But he really he's got like tribal statues in his backyard, in his little backyard as well. So he's just way into the Aztec look for whatever reason.
Or we could just simply say he's an artist and weird.
That too.
I'm trying to think, is there any Easter eggs or anything that you put in that no one has discovered yet?
So before I made the mirror actually reflect, the mirror in the bathroom, before I made it actually reflective, I just made it a see-through texture, and on the other side of the wall, I made a mirrored copy of the room. So there were actually two bathrooms originally, and the mirror was actually just looking into that doorway. And if you were to somehow use cheat codes and get behind the mirror, you could see there's like there was blood written text that would say cheater.
Oh, that's neat. Oh wait, why
Yeah.
did the mirror just turn green? I've never seen it do that before.
Oh, that's a glitch where if you get too far away from it, it says no reflections. We're just gonna make it green.
The ghosts just really like green.
Yeah, he's really into the
With all the art that's in the game, did you actually draw any of it? Oh no, game, don't glitch, don't glitch. There we go.
I did not draw any of it. I have many, many great artist friends that have lent their work to this, and some of it is very, very disturbing. I'm not gonna lie. I worry for them sometimes, but they are just so talented.
There's a doll outside. I've never seen that. Uh-oh. I do love how you have the footsteps and everything. Oh, the doll's gone. So, are you planning when you do the part with the outside and everything, is it going to be the same character, or is each story going to be a different character?
With the Unreal Engine 4 remake or with the town?
With the town.
Oh, the town is going to be an original story. At least that's the current plan. So it'll probably be a different character, different everything. But nothing's concrete yet because like it's such a big project. I can see it changing a lot over time.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying. It's so hard to play and ask questions. And you can also guide me if I'm doing anything wrong or anything like that.
It's so hard to advise people on how to play Paranormal because it's randomized. So I can say, "Oh, go there." Oh, nothing's happening. Well, crap. Okay.
House is evil and there are roses. Why roses?
Uh, because the ghost is trying to win your heart.
Aw, see, it's not evil. It just wants some love. Or
Yeah. Or
or
maybe it killed a rose in order to just show you, yeah, they're pretty, but they're dead now. Could be a real mean ghost, who knows?
now. Oh, that was loud. With the ghost, we do see some of it toward the ending. But did you have a different idea for the ghost when you started the game, or has it always been kind of the idea that's in the game now?
Well, in the way beginning of Paranormal, it was just, it was just that kitchen view from the main menu. That was all it was. And then I made this house/studio thing. That was later on after I released the original, just the kitchen view, and people actually played it or watched it or whatever. I decided to make more. And my original thoughts for The Haunting was, we're not going to show anything. It's going to be very mild. But then I wanted to make it crazier as I added
Rest
more and
in
more to the
peace,
game. I
boy.
wanted it to get crazier and crazier. So I decided to add someone who's kind of based on the girl from The Grudge, but also kind of original, as original as a creepy ghost girl with wearing a white dress can be. At least.
Huh.
So originally I was never going to show anything. It was going to be very vague, and there's going to be just moving things, stuff like that.
Now, with the voice acting in the game, how did you go around to find the voice actors for this?
Most of them actually found me, and I am very, very glad they did because I was originally the voice actor for the main character in the way early days, and I cannot voice act at all. I make the original Resident Evil's voice acting look like it's just the best thing ever.
Oh, come on, you have a wonderful voice.
I that may be so. No, I'm no good at voice acting.
Well,
I'd like to, but I'm very confident in my voice actors. They are so great.
they really are. And are you actually looking for voice actors for the next game that you're going to be working on, or for the remake of this?
I'm gonna stick with some of my original voice actors, but I may add more depending on what I choose to add or discover that I need to add or remove or tweak. There's so much because the way I developed Paranormal was and still is, I make it up as I go along. So if I think, wow, this would be so cool if there was a room or an attic. Yeah, there should be an attic. Maybe a baby explodes up there. I'll do that. And then I do it.
A baby. See, I like the way you think. Just make the babies explode.
Yes. I some I may have received some emails of people who thought it was not okay, but I think it was pretty all right.
Now, is there a way to go past the set amount of days? I believe it's 5 or 6 that you get, and then you seem to get killed if you don't find the secret or the ending.
Um, Not without cheats.
See, now I gotta figure out cheats.
Yeah, I don't have any like set like any cool cheats. Most of them are just built into Unreal Engine, like here, fly around or whatever. But with the Unreal Engine 4 remake, I'm planning on having tons of weird cheats. Like, for example, I've got this thing set up to test the physics that when I press the V button, it enters in a console command that plays the Fos Roda sound from Skyrim and just makes a giant pulse wave come out of the player and sees what objects move. It's testing ghost activities and stuff, but I'm using it. I'm Skyriming it up just for testing purposes to make it interesting.
That definitely would be interesting. Now, Azure Nova asked in our chat, why did you go with Unreal instead of Unity?
At first, oh, this part is a little nod to The Grudge. I really like that movie. Right. Unreal Engine, when I tried it, it was in the form of UDK Unreal Development Kit. It was free, and Unity was also free, but I had originally tried Unity and I could not figure out how to use it. That was on me. I was just dumb. Props to the people who can figure it out. I tried Unreal Engine and I kind of fell in love. It took me a little while to learn it, as any good, software should, but I fell in love with it. And I've been messing with Unity here and there ever since. And I enjoy it a lot more. They've really made it so much better, and it is a really cool engine. That thing runs on anything. Like they will probably make a Unity powered toaster someday. I don't know.
The pipes? Was that a reference to the song, The Pipes Are Calling?
No, but now it is.
Alright, so I've got to ask, because we just had it pop up. What is with the cross with the, I don't remember what they're actually called, the little
The
model?
mannequin
Yeah, the
guy.
mannequin.
So I have this friend who is really like she is really afraid of crosses for some reason. She's like she watches so many horror movies, but for some reason she is deathly afraid of crosses. I don't know why, but I put that in there and I made it randomly appear so when she plays the game, she will freak out. And I put it in there, but I didn't tell her. So one day I got this Skype call from her, and she was cursing and yelling at me because there was a cross that randomly popped up in front of her, and I realized that I spent my time really well. We're still friends. She doesn't hate me.
I think that's great. What was with the bird at the in the attics? I've actually never seen that before. That's the first one I've never actually seen.
I really, really love the poem by Edgar Allan Poe. It's called The Raven. So I decided to put the most uh, obtuse reference to it by making a giant sculpture of a raven randomly appear in the attic, and it raven kicks you, falcon punches you, or whatever, and it disappears. There's no real backstory to it other than I really like some Edgar Allan Poe poetry.
So
So
basically, with this game, it's if you like it, it goes into the game.
yeah, and it's really powerful feeling like if I like something, I can put it there. I have a place to put everything I like.
Huh. 235. Let's see if we can find where the bolt is. Floating globe. Okay. See? I think the ghost just wants you to learn things.
Yeah, the ghost is really supportive. I mean, just the methods are the creepy part. Ghost really just wants you to succeed. Ghost also likes stacking boxes.
Oh, wow. I think we might actually get the ending to this game. or if it lets me pick up the key. Wow, Unreal Engine can be really finicky.
It can. Another thing you may have noticed, my menus are terrible, like my pause menus and everything, my graphics settings menus and the main menu. They do not work really well in their current state. In Unreal Engine 4, they have a system set up to make menus, and it is so much better. It is so smooth. So, with that mega huge free update that'll change the game,
Now,
the menus are going to be pretty.
did you have to pay for Unreal Engine 4, or is it like because you had 3, you got it for free?
So Unreal Engine 4, I think they have it's subscription based, so it's like 20 US dollars a month, I believe, is what they charge, compared to UDK Unreal Engine 3, which was free. So it costs more than the previous version, but it is definitely worth it in my opinion. Obviously, if someone is just trying to get into game development, I would recommend Unity.
Okay. So, please tell me we didn't just lose. We did. I think we did. I'm floating into the air now, and there's a ghost thing there. I think I might have made Satan mad. Yep, I made Satan mad. You killed me.
So my 11-year-old brother helped me design that creepy lady,
Oh, it's a girl.
that creepy thingy. I don't know. I don't even know.
You just put it in there because it looked cool.
Yeah, I created these weird effects that looked like ghost tentacle things, and I thought, okay, I'll I'll put that on her arms, and it created something that looks mildly disturbing, I guess.
Now, what happens if you find all the collectibles? Does anything special happen, or?
No, unfortunately, no. I was working on trying to figure out how to get achievements to work in Unreal Engine 3, like with Steam, like how to get achievements to interact with it. And I realized that it's so much easier on Unreal Engine 4. So I was just going to do it there instead.
So it sounds like you're really giving your all to Unreal Engine 4.
Yes, yes, because I realized that fixing and improving and, adding stuff to this version of Paranormal would be not not as efficient as if I were to just make it all from scratch with, certain things in mind like performance, scares, scale. So you don't look like you are Bilbo Baggins walking around the house.
I
Just
never
like,
noticed we
real
are kind of
short.
short.
Yeah. Like that seems to be one of the most popular complaints I've received was, why am I so short?
Did you
And
answer with what do you got against short people?
that was one of my canned responses. Another was, you're actually a hobbit. The other was, he's holding the camera at chest height because he's got like one of those camcorders that goes on your hand.
Oh, see,
Uh,
that actually makes sense.
yeah. And also, I was, back then when I designed certain parts of the house, I wasn't as good at my job as I feel that I have become. And that's like another reason that I wanted to remake it because I feel like I could do so much better. Someone in the chat says you're not small, the house is just big. I agree. That is probably completely true.
Now, with this and your next game, are you going to try to get a job at a major gaming company, or are you going to do these as just like hobbies and open up your own gaming company?
So one of my favorite things about my job is that I am my own boss, and that feels pretty good. So for now, I'm gonna work on making what I can make. Maybe starting an actual company out of it. Uh, I don't know, but as much as I love so many different game companies, for now I want to try to employ myself. But if BioWare asked me, "Hey, do you want to work for us?" I would be unable to say no.
I think I found a glitch in the game because it won't let me out of this note.
Um,
Hmm.
man, this thing really wants you to read. That's obnoxious.
How
Uh,
dare a game want you to read? That's just
yeah.
silly.
Oh, I should put a poster that's got like one of those Darth Vader posters that says "Reading is cool."
No, you could have a ghost on it.
Yes. Or just a guy with like a sheet on him, like one of the very cartoony ghosts.
With the holes in it everywhere and stuff. You're just not gonna let me out of this,
Read
are
a
you?
book.
There's the next update, the extra spooky edition.
There you go. I have no idea how to. Oh, so you may have to like go back to the main menu, which would probably to get off of this
Yeah.
screen, this glitchy screen. And if the actual menu won't let you do that, um, I could help you with the console command.
Okay, game. I see how it is. It's like the creators here, I don't want to work.
It does that all the time. Every time I'm on someone's show, the game says, no, no, we rebel against the creator.
And then it closes itself.
Yeah, every time I try to like show a scare that I finished to a family member to see if they like it, it never even triggers. But the second they leave and I try it, it triggers. I think my own game hates me.
Oh, it's okay. It hates us too. I actually had to uninstall it and reinstall it today just to get it to run.
Yeah, it is a real piece of work. That's why that's why I've been working on remaking it to make it as stable as I can because this current version that's out is really really buggy.
Now, I just noticed there are things moving in the shadows or the
It's
blur.
Friday,
What
July
exactly is
1st.
are they? Is are they? Words.
Um it am is are owls. It's a bunch of owls like one of them is eating a mouse, the rest are just like looking around. And I found some royalty free footage of creepy, disturbing owls, and I decided to fade them into the loading screen to make it to the point where like it'd be very difficult to tell what it is.
Are you
So
a fan of owls?
I think owls are all right. They're also pretty creepy sometimes,
They
but
are.
sometimes they're also kind of cute. I'm torn. I'm torn. I think owls are great though. They're pretty great as far as birds go.
Now, a few people are asking, have you actually made enough off this game to live off of, or do you still have to have a day job?
Uh, I I currently make enough to skim by to just barely, have enough
Abby,
to
hey.
pay rent and stuff and be able to afford all my expenses, like, paying for different royalty free textures or just, video game developer expenses. I make enough so that I don't need another job. I Some days I get a bunch of sales, other days I get like one.
Are you
So it's kind of like a EKG, like a heart rate monitor. That's what my sales record looks like. So there are definitely slow days.
now? Are you gonna put this on sale for Halloween on Steam? Because I know a lot of people that are waiting for this. Even though I don't think this is a terribly expensive game to, go on like a Halloween sale or something.
So I can't technically talk about what is or isn't going to be on the Halloween sale, but I can say probably. I probably can't say probably, but I said it anyway.
It's
So,
okay. We'll just hold this until after.
yeah. Oh, I also can't say when it is. Um, it is, it is, well, this month.
It's definitely not on Halloween when a
Yep,
Halloween
they're
sale would
they're
be.
having the Halloween sale on Christmas, actually. So,
Well, it is Valve. We could actually see them doing that.
That's true. I wouldn't put it past them, but I
Now,
was definitely sarcastic.
now, you really is this part of the engine, or do you just really like the lens flares?
Um, that was my first lens flare I ever made in my entire life. And at the time, I thought it was good, so I put it everywhere. But looking back, I realized, you know what? No. As the wall over there says, no, no,
It's just telling you no lens
yeah,
flares. You're not
yeah,
J.J. Abrams.
no, I'm not.
Now this game definitely has a unique look. How were you able to program it so that the character moves like he's actually breathing, or was that a complete mistake?
I did it on purpose to make it look like he's holding a camera. I think I did a better job in the remake, but I'll try to stop talking about the remake.
See, now I
But
want to play the remake. Even though I love
oh,
this version, I do want to
I
try
will
the remake.
totally give you early access to the remake, like
Uh,
earlier access to the
that
remake.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
And if you ever
So
need a voice for it,
of course.
they're
So
saying you have a spectacular Christmas.
it's every Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and New Year's. My birthday is actually on New Year's Eve, so every year people are celebrating my birthday.
See, there you go. Your birthday's actually, I think, 2 or 3 days after mine. That's awesome.
December birthday is amazing.
Yes. Um, trying to see
Oh,
if I
as
can.
far as the camera goes, like I tried to make it look like he's holding a camera. So sometimes it looks good, but other times, oh man, it just looks like he is drunk.
That's okay. Living in a haunted house, I'd
Battery's
have a
low.
few drinks too.
Well, I
Yeah,
always charge it by my bed when I'm sleeping
Ghost
tonight.
probably like spikes his tea or something.
So, what is with the collectible of the fish? Is it any real importance, or you just wanted to have a collectible of a fish?
I wanted someone to walk up to the fish tank, press the use button, and steal a fish.
That should be a thing in your RPG too.
Yes, there will be Michael Jackson references, and there will be a fish that you can steal.
Now, have you ever actually used a Ouija board in real life, or
No, but I almost bought a wallet that had a Ouija board on it, and I thought that would be pretty cool. Then they took it off Amazon. I got real sad.
oh, now
Yeah.
now my fans are gonna have to find it for you.
Oh, if they do, that would be so cool.
Do you have a
I
PO box for people to send you things? Because the my group's known for sending the weirdest items to our guests.
I do not have a PO box. I really should get one because I mean, some people have. I don't know if I should even openly discuss this, but I once got an email from someone who said they wanted to send me someone's ashes, and
Really?
I didn't know how to. Yeah, I didn't know how to respond. It was their pet's ashes, but still, it's still someone's ashes.
It's a little strange.
Yeah, I didn't know how to respond to it, so I just archived the email
You should use
because
that in like the remake.
I should have the player like get a junk email of someone trying to send them their ashes. Or I really should like in between like other junk mail.
So somebody's asked, has anyone ever tried to come up with a coherent reason on how all this stuff you added for laughs has this deep symbolism in the game?
Yes, there have been some people who you know on the forums or in YouTube comments or whatever. There have been some people that have read into it a lot more, and oh god, I wish I could remember one off the top of my head. There was a lot of conspiracy theories. Like someone went around and found every triangle in the game and claimed this game was made by the Illuminati. And I responded to the comment and said, "Crap, I've been found out. Time to leave."
That's
It
great.
was I there's so people assume like the Michael Jackson thing was about mortality and how you could be alive one day and dead the next, and how the character could as well. But really, I just put it there because I'm a fan.
Now, this boarded up area, I can't remember if you can go in there later in the game, but what made
Um, so I was originally going to add a room there. There is a room behind there, and there is one scare programmed into that room. That's was going to be like a photography room where you could like look at photos that are hanging up, and there's a studio back there, but it's completely locked out. You could probably use cheats to get in there, but it's sort of broken.
Well, we don't need to break the game anymore. It's working, so
Yeah,
we should be
it is.
happy.
It breaks itself enough. You don't need to. We don't need to encourage it.
So they're asking, what's with all the stains on the ground?
Um,
And
this
the
guy
walls?
does not own a mop. Like, if you look around his house, there's no mop.
There's no vacuum either.
Yeah. Oh, that's something that I added in the remake. I added a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, please tell me it
That's-
comes to life and chases you.
I should make it chase you, but it should be barking like a dog. So, like, it's like instead of the vacuum cleaner chasing the dog, it's the vacuum dog cleaner thing chasing the player.
It's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Um,
Once my favorite glitch I ever had was I was testing out a door, right? Like you press the use button, the door opens or closes. For some reason, I accidentally left the player screaming in pain sound as the doors open close down instead of a creaking. So when I opened the door, it screamed at me. Then I closed it and it screamed again. And I had my headphones on really loud because the creaking was silent at the time. And
Oh dear.
it was late at night, so I screamed as well.
Oh dear. See, that could be something you could add as an Easter egg. Like
Yeah,
if
just
you
like
go
a
along,
0.02 chance of it happening.
you're just gonna make one person go deaf and go flying out of their
Yes.
chair.
Yes, and they totally can't sue me, I hope.
Alright, so Term is asking, why is there so much white in this game? Does this guy really like white?
There's a lot of the game is very contrasty. Like there's not much fade from light to dark. It's very binary. Like there's a lot of white on like bright on dark right next to each other, and I did that because A, it makes it look super weird, and B, it's just I don't know. There's something cool about the concept of really bright and really dark next to each other, and it just come together in a weird way.
So my question, what is with the really Joker grinning bust here?
If you sometimes it'll actually wink at you or start smiling while you're looking at it. Like it'll move while you look at it sometimes.
It's doing that right now.
Yeah, that was me and the guy who does some 3D models for me. His name is Edvin. He and I worked together trying to make like facial animations that we were going to use in the town. And we decided to make our first test subject for that, a little statue bust. And we decided, what if we make it grin? Like, originally it was going to do, like, crazy, weird expressions, but for now it's just
I remember
awkwardly smiling.
in one of the older demos, I think the head would turn or twist.
So there was a previous head that its eyes would roll back, and then it would cry tears of blood, kind of. I removed it because I thought it looked really amateurish. And that was around the time where I was super critical of my own work. So I got rid of it and just put it in like originally I put it in the area where I put all the stuff I wasn't using anymore but was too, confident to delete. I would put in the secret Dreamland room. But when I decided to actually use that room in the game, I had to just delete it. So.
Oh, I remember the bust, and I actually thought it was cool. So the car, is there a reason it always looks like it's on, or it is always on?
The reason for that is I need to do better at my job. Uh, cars are surprisingly hard to model, but I can safely say in the Unreal Engine 4 remake, the car it looks a lot more like it's not on when it's off, and looks like it's on when it's on. Oh, you can also, if you don't cross the street without looking both ways, you can totally get hit by a car.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
There's a good lesson. See, he's being educational and he's teaching you things.
Yeah, but don't forget the exploding babies. So.
Well, you know, babies do happen to explode every so often.
Yes. Just always check for fuses.
Let me see if I can turn down the video quality, guys. It's a little buggy if you try to mess with it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that the graphics settings on the main menu work better than the ones in the pause menu. But overall, just the menus in the game are really hit or miss. They are just...
And yet they're still better than some of the big AAA game menus.
Yeah, I think this has more graphics options than Mass Effect 3.
Oh, that's saying something.
Yeah.
Now, does anything happen if you continuously mess with the Ouija board? Oh!
Eventually, you'll get a little trio of mannequins behind you, potentially. It's sometimes happens. But so far, there's no using the Ouija board and going on an excellent adventure to the underworld or anything.
Are you thinking of doing something like that for the remake?
I think that would be super dope.
So there's blood under the toilet. He's just really bad at cleaning, isn't he?
Very bad at cleaning, and he should see a doctor.
I don't know why I laughed as much as that, but this kind of game, that does seem fitting.
Yes.
Now, does the main character, and I can't remember if they say it at the beginning, does he actually have a name?
Mattel Clark.
Okay.
I think Mattel is a toy company, I think.
It is.
But, I mean, for a game that toys with the players so much, I guess it's appropriate. His initials are the same as mine. That was my reasoning. I couldn't think of any cool M names, so I just said, all right. I have this train set in the basement made by Mattel. I'll just name him that.
Well, you could also say it's kind of a slight homage to one of the characters in the actual Paranormal series, because I think the main guy in the first one has an M name.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Or
Mika,
Mika, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, that the video laggy. If I leave the game to do that, we'd have to restart the night again. What?
Yeah.
I keep hearing a weird sound, like cell phone jittering or something.
Oh, that's in the kitchen. You might get a phone call, I think.
All right, so is that
the...
an iPhone or an Android? Let's hear your stance.
So originally I used an iPhone, but then I realized Apple sues everyone. I'm just gonna make it an Android, and I use an Android anyway. So I turned it into an Android, but originally it was an iPhone because I figured he's an artist. He totally has to have an iPhone.
It's an iPhone knockoff. It's an iPhony.
It's a iDroid. We'll call it iDroid.
There we go. Now, with the stick figure drawings, is that a reference to... Oh, what is the name of that horrible movie?
Blair Witch Project?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, it is. That horrible movie, yes.
Only because I've seen the second one, and that kind of ruins the first one.
Oh, the second one is so bad. Oh, wow. The second one is... I barely call it a movie. If anyone calls the second one a movie to me, I say, no, you are wrong.
I think it's a drug trip. I think that's what it is. It's
and
an
a really
eye
bad
pair.
one.
They're picking the name for your phone now.
It's an eye pair. There we go.
Now, you're a big fan of horror movies. Other than Paranormal, what's your other All right. You don't want to let me control you, game. That's fine. You do your thing. What are your other favorite horrors?
So I love the horror movies that are found footage style, where it's like from a camera, like from someone's camcorder's view. That's my favorite kind, but I like others as well. Movies like Quarantine, REC, VHS are great. I also like Blair Witch Project 1, mind you. The other one's not so much. I love some Japanese horror like The Grudge, Ringu. Gosh, there was another I really love. A few Korean horror movies are really great as well. Uh, I
Rest in
enjoy just about any zombie movie, even if it's completely terrible.
Oh, I never noticed that they'll close the door on you.
Yeah, sometimes he's a real jerk. He locks you out sometimes.
Now, in the original, I remember the original version of this, it would rain. What made you get rid of the rain?
The rain should still be there, just randomly happens.
Oh.
But
And then it happens.
I'm making rain a much bigger part of the Unreal Engine 4 version because it's going to have a day and night system and a weather system. And I want to make the rain as pretty as any super high budget game.
Well, I actually think the rain looks really good with this. I like how you did the raindrops on the camera. Was that really hard to do?
That was super hard to do. And my brother says it looks terrible, but I think it looks acceptable. I'm still working on making the best rain effect I can in the new version.
Now, when do you think, because they're asking, when do you think the Unreal 4 version of this, the remake, when do you think that'll be available for people to test out or to see or to even play or just, to play?
So I'm planning on releasing a playable teaser. It's going to be just a new Unreal Engine 4 version of the main menus, the kitchen camera view. It's going to be a new updated enhanced version of that. I'm going to make that available on Halloween, and that'll judge. It'll also have the new menu, so it'll judge how it performs on people's computers, and I'll use that knowledge to make the process of optimizing the actual game a lot quicker so I can release it sooner. As far as the actual game goes, hopefully I'll have something playable by my birthday at the end of the year.
Oh, let's hope for that. Now, for those that have the original, is the remake going to be free for them, or is there going to be like a discount for them?
It'll be completely free. I will never charge for updates or expansions for Paranormal. It will always be a free update to whoever owns it.
Cool.
Because I feel like if you buy something, the value should go up in time and not down. You should feel like, oh, I paid for this and it's growing, not I paid for this and it's shrinking.
Yes, we see you three watching us sleep, you creepy little mannequins. Now, are you going to continuously work on the remake once it's done and everything? Or are you going to keep doing DLCs for it even when you're working on your next project?
I am going to continuously work on it until it is perfect. But while I'm doing that, like once I get the base release out there, I'm going to work like 60% of my time is going to be focused on making that perfect. And the rest is going to be focused on working on the town expansion pack. And after that, I will probably have some more Paranormal to make. Not quite sure yet.
Now, I remember the laptop used to have a scare. I've not seen it in a while. Did you end up removing it?
No, it's just a lot more rare now because every time I would test it, it would show up there. So I made it much more rare. But now, every time I test it, it still shows up, which I don't understand because I made it much more rare. And then every video I see, no one has it anymore.
It's just your version of it that it shows up. Now, does the ghost have giant feet?
The ghost actually went on eBay and bought like those Bigfoot footprint makers, like dipped them in blood, right? To Just like plop them on the wall.
That's great. Now I kind of just want to see the ghost actually just doing that.
What is the ghost's PayPal email address? Who knows?
Oh geez, that phone never stops ringing until you answer it.
Yeah,
Now, is there a way to
the
get
iPair.
now with the code that you get to unlock the vault? Is it always random or is it always the same numbers?
It is randomized. Also randomized is how you find it. Sometimes you can see it in the bathroom. Other times you can see it on the edge of the ladder. And oh, this is gonna be loud.
Yeah, just a little. What is this? Ah!
Oh yeah, you'll want to get away from that
I'm not sure if you can hear those out of my headphone, but I think I'm deaf.
Yeah, so sound design is something I've been planning on equalizing a lot with the Unreal Engine 4 thing, because my big mistake with the original Paranormal working on it was sometimes I'd use speakers to test it, other times I would use headphones. And that created this weird zone where it's really loud on the headphones but really quiet on the speakers. So now I'm exclusively testing Paranormal on headphones first and speakers later, because I feel like there shouldn't be crazy loud noises unless it's acceptably loud.
Oh, you've made the entire chat deaf. There we go.
Just know that's probably not covered on your healthcare if you're from America. It's probably not covered.
Now, where are you? Are you in the States or are you in another country?
I am in Ohio, in the United States.
So there you go. You have nothing else to do but make a game.
Yeah. Or
Now-
go to space, because like every astronaut is from Ohio. 'Cause people really want to get away from Ohio, I guess. So much that they'll go to space to get out.
Does the low quality button not work? No, I guess it doesn't.
Weird. Should work, but since I'm here,
Yeah, it's going to give us a problem. Now, do you ever just kind of sneak into live streams and just watch people play this and their reaction to it if you see it on Twitch or places like that?
I do. Not as much anymore because I work so much, but I used to do it all the time. It was so much fun. And even on like YouTube comments, I would talk. I wouldn't say I was the creator at first. I would just talk with the fans without them knowing who I was. And eventually someone would like make something up in the comments, say, hey, do this. If you look up 3 times, he'll appear. And while I love it when people make up stuff like that, once I commented and said, actually, that's not true. And they replied, well, I know the guy who made it. And I replied, me too.
I can only imagine that probably gets really annoying, and I'm letting the screen show for everyone because the game just doesn't want to work for me right now. So enjoy the.
Yeah, it's a really disobedient game.
It is, but I think I can stand it. Again, I really like the game ever since I tried the demo of it last year. I think it was that you had the demo out the first time.
Yeah, it's been so long. It's gone by so quickly.
Well, the game has come a long way. I can't wait to play the remake and the DLC for this when it comes out, the town. Now, is the town story going to tie in with the story of this game, or is it's completely its own story?
It will tie in some ways, but it'll mostly be its own self-contained thing.
Now, is it in the same town that this house is in? Is it like the entire town is haunted by something?
I've never told anyone this, but I'm gonna tell you. Yes, it is, and the town is called Smallview Haven. Which
Sounds like a Silent Hillish town.
Indeed, it does, especially with its initials.
I see.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes. So the town's original design concept was going to be okay, it'll be like Paranormal, but an entire randomized haunted town. And then I realized almost immediately, this is going to be a lot of work. So now with Unreal Engine 4, I think I figured out an easier way to do that, to have it be a randomized giant haunted town and still be easy for one person to develop.
I was going to ask, are you developing it all by yourself, or do you have a small team?
So I do the actual development part, and I've got my 3D model dude, Edvin, who is super efficient and super good at his job. He's in Sweden. And that is really far away. His hours are like the strangest thing, because I'll be talking to him and it'll be the morning for me. I'll say, "Oh, hey, good morning." "Oh, wait," and he'd say, "Good night." So coordinating that's weird. But aside from him, I'm kind of pretty much the only person.
Oh, I can imagine that's why it takes so long to do the remake and everything.
Yes. I there are some days where I wake up, I work on the game, and then I go to sleep at like 4 a.m.
Wow. Well, let's hope you take some time out and come join us, because we do a lot of horror movies and, of course, horror games.
Definitely.
I know my group. Can't wait to talk to you more. We've taken up enough of your time. We should let
Oh
you
no,
get
this
back
is
to
great. I appreciate it. I will definitely have to give you an exclusive for the Unreal Engine 4 remake.
We'll have to bring you back for that, so you can tell us if there's anything that we might miss or any secrets or anything.
Definitely.
So I want to, again, really, you're not even going to let me just stop and exit. There we go. Thank you, game. I'm honored. I want to thank you again for joining us. I can't wait to talk to you again, and I hope you hang out in our stream sometime and get to talk to everyone.
Definitely. Thank you very much. This is fun.
So once again, guys, that was Matt Cohan, and we'll be seeing him closer to the release on Halloween, hopefully, of the remake. So, bye.
Goodbye.